Let's talk a little bit about solving systems of equations. So just to remind you, a system of equations is multiple equations that we're trying to solve all at once. And by solve, we mean find values of x and y that will make the equations true. So there might be, there isn't always, but there might be an x and a y that I could plug into here and make this a true statement. And I could plug it in down here, and I would also get a true statement. And one of the methods for solving a system of equations is called elimination. And in elimination, I will scale up or down one or both of these in order to get matching coefficients that I can subtract and eliminate one of the variables. So for example, here I have 2y and 3y, so I'm going to take this first equation and I'm going to multiply everything by 3 to get 9x plus 6y equals 48. And down here I'm going to multiply everything by 2 to get 16x plus 6y equals 62. So now I have matching coefficients, and I can subtract this equation from the one above, and I will eliminate one of the variables. So 9 minus 9x take away 16x is, let's see, negative 7x. 6y minus 6y is just 0. And 48 minus 62 is negative 14. I will divide by negative 7 on each side and get x equals 2. So now I know that whatever my xy pair is, the x is a 2. So now I just have to go back into the equation, either one, it doesn't matter, and substitute 2 for x. All right, and I'll see what the y works out to. So 3 times 2 is 6, 2y, 16, I'll take away 6 from each side. 2y is, 10, and so y is equal to 5. So now I know that if I plug in x equals 2 and y equals 5 into both these equations, I'll get a true statement. Let's just check real quick. So 2 and 5, 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 5 is 10, and 6 and 10 is 16, so that works. If I plug in 2 and 5 here, 8 times 2 is 16, and 3 times 5 is 15, and 16 and 15 is 31, so it works. Now sometimes you might just get lucky, and you don't have to do so much work to figure out what the solution to the system of equations is, because you might get something where if you look at it, you'll notice I already have kind of a matching coefficient here. In which case, I go, oh, if I were to add these equations together, now here I subtracted, which you can do, but I could also add them together. And if I add them together, I'm going to eliminate one altogether. If I add together over here, I'm going to get 7x. And over here, 30 plus negative 16 is going to be 30 plus is 14. I'm going to get 14 over here. I'm going to get 7 over here. So 7, x equals 14. X is going to be 2. Okay. Hold on a second. So I can just write down x equals 2. And then let's see. I know if I plug in 2 here, I'll get 10. And I take away 10 from each side. That would mean 4y equals 20. So 4 times what is 20? 4 times 5. So y equals 5. So if you've already got like matching or kind of matching coefficients, you can oftentimes just kind of do all the math right up in your head. Good luck.